mastery of the self begins in the mind, Marcus Aurelius once wisely stated, reminding us that our power lies within, not in the external world. In today's tumultuous times, how can we remain steadfast and maintain our composure? We invite you to embark on a journey of self-discovery with us as we delve into 12 essential Stoic practices designed to fortify your emotional resilience and guide you through life's inevitable upheavals. Before we delve into these 12 lessons, I invite you to listen to the following story. One day, as Buddha Siddhartha was passing through a certain village, some people came out to meet the Buddha and spoke disrespectfully, and some even cursed. Buddha Siddhartha stood there quietly listening, and then he said, "Thank you for coming to see me. But now I must continue on my way because people in the next village are waiting. But when I return tomorrow, I will have more time. If you have more to say, please come again." These people could not believe their ears. What's going on with this person? One of the hecklers asked the Buddha, "Did you hear what we said? We said you were nothing at all, and yet you don't react." The Buddha replied, "If all you want is to see my reaction, then you are too late. If it were 10 years ago, perhaps I would have reacted, but for the past 10 years, I have no longer been controlled by others. I am no longer a slave, but the master of myself. I can do what I want, and not act based on emotions." What are your thoughts after hearing this story? To understand better, here are 12 Stoic lessons to help you control your emotions. Lesson 1. Mastering control amidst life's chaos. Ever found yourself caught in life's relentless upheaval? I'm referring not to the literal storms, but to life's unforeseen turns, letdowns, and sudden changes. The Stoics impart an enduring lesson to ground us in such chaos, the dichotomy of control. Picture planning an outdoor event with precision only to have rain disrupt it. Controlling the weather is impossible, but your response is your domain. You can either sulk or adapt, perhaps relocating the gathering or enjoying the rain's invigorating presence. Epictetus, once a slave-turned-influential Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this truth. Some things are in our control, and others not. A straightforward phrase, yet it's laden with life-altering insight. We face countless scenarios daily, some, like our daily habits, reading selections, and social circles. The Stoics remind us that our contentment relies not on what happens to us, but on our responses and perceptions. It's our interpretation of events that dictates our feelings. So how do we apply this lesson? Start by discerning, can I control this? If so, act with purpose. If not, embrace it as an opportunity to practice acceptance and flexibility. By fully embracing this Stoic tenet, we free ourselves from unnecessary anguish, steering through life with serenity, and recognizing that although we can't steer the winds, we can skillfully adjust our sails. Amidst life's disorder, the dichotomy of control shines as a guiding light, prompting us to invest our energies judiciously and to find serenity in the acceptance of life's uncontrollable elements. Lesson 2. Embracing reflection. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. In our fast-paced digital world, where speed often eclipses true efficiency, Stoic philosophy teaches us the value of pausing to reflect. This ancient practice offers a peaceful respite from the rush, reminding us that wisdom comes from considered thought. Every day, we're faced with countless decisions, big and small. It's not the magnitude of these decisions that counts, but how we handle them. Consider a disturbing message, perhaps a critique from a coworker, or a thoughtless comment from a friend. Our first impulse might be to respond with annoyance or defense. But imagine if we instead took a step back to ponder our reply. Pausing isn't about suppressing our feelings, it's about giving them room to breathe and be understood. It's a conscious engagement with our emotions, a chance to explore why we feel what we feel. This pause also cultivates empathy, helping us see others' viewpoints, which can be transformative in both personal and professional relationships, averting misunderstandings and fostering compassion. In the workplace, the capacity to stop and think marks a leader as considerate and insightful. Decisions made with reflection are respected and enduring. In our modern rush, to reflect before reacting is an act of self-care and intelligence. It's a commitment to depth and meaningful connections, a stoic inward journey that shapes our external interactions, ensuring our responses are considerate, deliberate, and aligned with our values. Lesson 3: The Art of Dispassion. In a world full of upheaval, achieving tranquility is a challenge, yet it's through dispassion that we find our peace. Stoic dispassion isn't about dulling our feelings or ignoring life's beauty and suffering. It's about cultivating a balanced mindset, finding calm amid chaos. Imagine watching an intense movie. You're swept up in a range of emotions, yet you know it's just a film. You don't rush to help the hero or console the grieving character. You remain seated, engaged, but not overwhelmed. This is dispassion, living fully and feeling deeply while maintaining inner calm. In an age of endless alerts and news cycles, dispassion is our armor, letting us interact with the world without being depleted by it. It turns potential strife into chances for insight and connection. Dispassion isn't about withdrawal, it's about being wholly present, enjoying life's path without the immobilizing fear of loss or change. To foster equanimity, begin with introspection. Identify what stirs your emotions. In the gap between stimulus and reaction is your freedom to choose, to act, with intention rather than impulse. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Adopting dispassion means choosing balance amidst constant change. It's your guide to inner peace, navigating life's tumult with elegance and composure. By doing so, you not only enhance your own existence, but also become a source of stability for others. As we prepare for the next lesson, I appreciate your presence on this journey. Stay engaged as we delve further into mastering self-discipline to manage your emotions. Lesson 4: The 5-year perspective. Our life's path is dotted with tests of our resolve and outlook, from minor irritations to significant disputes. These events trigger a storm of feelings, but in the heat of the moment it's worth pondering. Will this matter in 5 years? This question is a beacon that cuts through the fog of the present, casting a revealing light on our troubles. It helps us realize that today's concerns are often tomorrow's forgotten thoughts. Consider the issues that troubled you 5 years prior. Are they still as pressing? Embracing this question as a regular practice helps us separate the trivial from the truly important. It fosters resilience and a forward-thinking attitude, allowing us to focus on solutions rather than getting stuck in problems. This isn't just about minimizing worries, it's about prioritizing what's genuinely important. To make a lasting difference, we should invest in lasting bonds, self-growth, and memorable experiences. Asking, "Will this matter in 5 years?" steers us towards a meaningful, balanced life, ensuring we devote ourselves to what's truly significant. Lesson 5: The Power of the Stoic Journal. Journaling, a practice honored by many cultures throughout history, transcends being a mere record of daily events. It is a potent tool for reflection, personal development, and mental clarity. The Stoics, masters of self-reflection and continuous improvement, deeply valued journaling's transformative power. A Stoic journal is more than a diary. It's a space for inner conversation and self-examination. It's where life's happenings are weighed against our deepest convictions and principles. Imagine ending your day not just by noting what happened, but by delving into your responses. Why did a simple comment bother you? What brought joy in an ordinary task? This self-examination decodes the complex weave of our psyche, identifying patterns, triggers, and core values. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, recorded his musings in Meditations, a work intended as a personal guide, not a public memoir. His writings show a man grappling with leadership, emotions, and his place in the universe. Yet one needn't wear a crown to reap the benefits of a Stoic journal. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." In our modern era, bombarded with distractions and information, carving out time for reflection is crucial. A daily journaling habit can lead to significant insights. It might highlight stress patterns, prompting a shift in perspective, or affirm the value of gratitude and mindfulness in elevating your mood. A Stoic journal also promotes accountability. Regular entries compel us to confront our actions and decisions, pushing us to learn from our mistakes and grow. It acts as a wise, unbiased companion, always there to offer reflection and guidance. In short, keeping a Stoic journal is a commitment to self-improvement, a deeper self-awareness, and a life aligned with one's beliefs and values. Lesson 6. Turning obstacles into stepping stones. Obstacles do not block the path, they are the path, echoes the timeless Stoic belief guiding today's lesson on transforming challenges from barriers to bridges for personal growth. Imagine life's unpredictable nature, filled with challenges from personal conflicts to worldwide issues. These are not mere interruptions but integral parts of our journey. What if we saw these not as burdens, but as cloaked chances for discovery? The Stoics, masters of understanding life's trials, teach us that our power lies in interpretation and reaction, not in the events themselves. This shift in view morphs setbacks into lessons for advancement. Marcus Aurelius said it best, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Each challenge is a call to progress should we accept it as a chance to evolve. Picture a river confronting a boulder. It doesn't stop. It reroutes, reshapes, or even reshapes the obstacle, using it to alter its course. Our life's challenges, similarly, can redirect us to unexpected, rewarding paths. Consider job loss. It's a blow, but also a gateway to new careers, skill building, or starting a venture. The end of a relationship can pave the way for introspection, growth, and deeper future bonds. Embracing this Stoic approach builds resilience. Viewing challenges as opportunities makes us flexible and ready to face adversity. Instead of "why me," we ask, "What can this teach me?" This isn't about seeking out trouble or belittling real struggles, but about spotting the hidden prospects in each challenge. With optimism, patience, and perseverance, we can cultivate these seeds, turning obstacles into milestones on our path to wisdom and satisfaction. Lesson 7. Practice gratitude. Have you ever pondered on what truly enriches your life and brings a sense of fulfillment? Gratitude stands out as a shining thread in the complex tapestry of emotions, weaving joy, contentment, and clarity into our lives. The Stoics, masters of wisdom, preach the deliberate nurturing of gratitude as a daily refuge, grounding us in recognizing life's blessings. More than just saying thanks, gratitude is a deep appreciation for the myriad factors, moments, and people that enhance our existence. It encourages us to see beauty in the mundane, learn from hardships, and value the fleeting nature of each moment, making it priceless. Seneca, the celebrated Stoic philosopher, said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This epitomizes gratitude, being firmly planted in the now, relishing each meeting, experience, and interaction. Consider the overlooked simple pleasures: the sun's warmth on a cool day, laughter's melody, a meal with loved ones, or the breath we take. Recognizing and valuing these moments magnifies their beauty and importance in our lives. Gratitude also balances our tendency to dwell on what's missing, unmet wants, or future worries. Shifting our gaze to our fortunes, not our shortcomings, breeds contentment, reduces envy, and boosts our well-being. Practicing gratitude could be as simple as daily, reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for. This habit can transform your outlook, making you more receptive to life's offerings and more resilient in tough times. Furthermore, gratitude strengthens connections. Thanking others for their kindness, support, or love deepens relationships, fosters respect, and creates a cycle of generosity and warmth. In a world obsessed with more stuff, achievements, desires. Gratitude is a subtle reminder of our existing abundance. It invites us to cherish the now, wholeheartedly engage with life, and walk through it with a heart full of gratitude. Lesson 8. Avoid negative thinking. Picture this. You're caught in a whirlwind of challenges, each one seemingly more daunting than the last. It's in these moments that our thoughts can become our greatest adversaries, leading us down a path of anger and frustration. But here's a Stoic secret for you. The power to control your emotions lies in steering clear of negative thinking. Imagine standing at a crossroads, where one path is shrouded in the shadows of stress and discouragement, while the other is bathed in the light of positivity and resilience. The Stoics teach us to choose the latter, to embrace a mindset that not only acknowledges reality, but also seeks constructive solutions. It's about telling yourself, "I've got this," even when the odds seem stacked against you. This shift towards positive thinking is not just a feel-good mantra, it's a practical tool to master your emotions. Remember the words of the great Stoic philosopher Seneca, who said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This profound statement encapsulates the essence of our lesson. It's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. By adopting a Stoic perspective, you learn to view challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. So, dear listener, as you navigate the ebbs and flows of life, remember that the key to emotional control is in your hands. Embrace positivity, seek solutions, and let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you towards a serene and resilient spirit. This is not just a lesson, it's a journey towards mastering the art of living well. Lesson 9. Keep yourself busy. In the realm of Stoicism, the art of controlling one's emotions is not just about suppression, but about channeling them through constructive activities. This principle is vividly captured in our 9th lesson. Keep yourself busy. The Stoic philosophers, like Seneca, often emphasize the importance of engaging in tasks that not only occupy the mind, but also enrich the soul. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future, Seneca once said, reminding us that the focus on the present task can be a powerful antidote to emotional turmoil. When faced with situations that stir anger or frustration, the immediate reaction might be to confront these emotions head-on. However, Stoicism teaches us a different path, one of strategic distraction and mindful engagement. By immersing yourself in activities that are both interesting and enjoyable, you create a mental space where anger can subside and rationality can take its place. This isn't about running away from your problems, but rather giving yourself the time and clarity needed to approach them with a calm and composed mind. In our modern, fast-paced world, this lesson is particularly relevant. We often find ourselves in high-stress environments, where the immediate response to challenges is emotional reactivity. By adopting this Stoic lesson, we learn to redirect our energy towards productive endeavors, be it a hobby, a work project, or even simple acts of kindness. This shift not only helps in managing our emotions but also contributes to our personal and professional growth. In essence, keeping yourself busy, as per Stoic teachings, is about finding balance. It's about recognizing that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. By engaging in meaningful activities, we not only keep our emotions in check but also cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment. This is the Stoic secret to emotional resilience, a lesson that resonates deeply with men who strive to navigate the complexities of life with a serene mind and a resilient spirit. Lesson 10. Stay calm in all situations. Anger, like a storm, can sweep you off your feet, leading to irritability and, worse, causing harm to others. It's a powerful emotion that can cloud your judgment. So, when life throws challenges your way, remember to anchor yourself in calmness. This isn't just about suppressing your emotions, it's about understanding them and navigating through them with a clear mind. Let's consider a notable quote from the Stoic philosopher Seneca. "The best remedy for anger is delay." This wisdom reminds us that taking a moment to pause can transform our perspective on the situation, It's in this pause that we find clarity and the ability to approach problems effectively, avoiding the negative consequences that often follow hasty reactions. Imagine you're facing a difficult situation. Instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath. Envision yourself as a mountain, unshaken by the winds of emotion. This imagery is powerful in helping us understand the essence of Stoic calmness. It's not about being emotionless, it's about being in control of your emotions. Now let me share a story from the life of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. He was known for his unshakable calmness even in the face of adversity. Once, while teaching, he was interrupted by a student's outburst. Instead of reacting with anger, Epictetus calmly addressed the student, using the interruption as a teaching moment about self-control and patience. This story exemplifies the Stoic ideal of transforming challenges into opportunities for personal growth. Lesson 11. Learn to reassess. Picture this: you're engulfed in a wave of anger, so intense that it spirals out of control, leading to irreversible outcomes. Maybe it's a friendship that crumbled, or an opportunity that slipped away, all because emotions held the reins. It's a common scenario, one that each of us might have faced at some point, but here's a Stoic secret. Pause and ponder over those moments of intense emotion. Ask yourself, was the anger justified to the extent that it caused such significant consequences? This introspection is not just about regret, it's a powerful tool for growth. By reflecting on our reactions and their outcomes, we learn to handle similar situations with more grace and thoughtfulness in the future. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote resonates deeply with our lesson today. It reminds us that while we can't control external events, we have the power to control our reactions to them. The next time you find yourself in the throes of strong emotions, remember this lesson. Take a step back, reassess the situation, and ask yourself if the emotion is worth the potential consequences. This practice of reassessment is not just about avoiding negative outcomes, it's about cultivating a mindset that values thoughtful responses over impulsive reactions. It's about learning to navigate life's turbulent waters with a serene mind and a resilient spirit, embodying the true essence of Stoicism. Lesson 12. Learn to release emotions. In the pursuit of mastering our emotions as Stoics, we recognize that suppressing emotions excessively can be detrimental to our health. It's crucial to learn the art of releasing emotions before they escalate into anger. Sharing your feelings with trusted individuals like family and friends is a fundamental step. This act of vulnerability not only alleviates stress, but also rekindles joy in our lives. For those who find it challenging to express themselves openly, maintaining a habit of journaling negative emotions can be a therapeutic alternative. By writing down your frustrations, you're symbolically releasing the pent-up anger, allowing for a clearer understanding of your emotional landscape upon reflection. In moments of rising irritation, recall joyful memories or amusing anecdotes, or perhaps engage in the simple act of drinking something cold. These seemingly small actions can significantly diminish feelings of anger, aiding in better emotional regulation. Regular physical exercise is another cornerstone of emotional well-being. It not only bolsters physical strength, but also enhances mental health, acting as a bulwark against stress and, consequently, uncontrolled emotions. In our fast-paced modern life, depression looms as a common threat. Yet, with lifestyle adjustments, this condition can be kept at bay. Interestingly, the use of massage chairs has been found to be beneficial in this regard. Massage stimulates the production of happiness hormones like serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. Research indicates that adults using a massage chair for 15 minutes twice a week over 5 weeks experience an increase in delta waves, which are associated with deeper sleep and a more relaxed spirit. This, in turn, reduces stress-causing beta waves, leading to enhanced comfort, diminished anger, and improved emotional control. Lastly, engaging in meditation activities can be profoundly effective. Stress and anxiety are frequent precursors to outbursts of anger. Meditation fosters tranquility and enhances our ability to manage emotions. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Those who succumb to anger lose not only their composure, but also the opportunity to build meaningful relationships. Mastering one's emotions is not just about self-control. It's about nurturing connections and thriving in our social environments. In summary, the journey to control emotions is multifaceted, intertwining the wisdom of Stoicism with practical modern-day strategies. It's about finding balance, understanding oneself, and transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and connection. The busy life and numerous pressures make mental health care solutions and stress reduction more important than ever. If you have tried stress reduction measures recommended by modern medicine but have not achieved the desired effect, you might consider learning about a stress reduction method over 2,000 years old from Stoicism. Epictetus, a renowned philosopher of Stoicism, once recounted his own stress reduction method as follows. "Yesterday, I placed an iron lamp beside the household gods, and upon hearing an unusual noise, I quickly ran to the window only to find that the lamp was no longer there. I reflected that the thief had let himself be led by a feeling he thought was justified. What was my conclusion? Tomorrow I will buy a lamp made of clay. I lost the lamp because the thief's vigilance was greater than mine. But for a lamp he became a thief. For a lamp he abandoned his morals. For a lamp he turned violent. He bought the lamp at too high a price." In life, there are many unfortunate or undesired events, and the story of Epictetus losing his lamp is an example. Instead of letting anger or sorrow overwhelm his mind as most people would react, he reduced stress by refusing to nurture negative emotions. He understood that these emotions were unhelpful, the lamp would not return, and even harmful to the soul. Next, he would calmly acknowledge and recount the incident accurately. This method of stress reduction is quite similar to modern psychological research. Reinterpreting a situation from a new perspective is an important component in managing emotions and anger. He drew rational conclusions. What was lost could be easily replaced. To avoid a repeat of the incident, he should buy a cheaper lamp, made of clay instead of iron, and not worth fighting over with a professional thief in a contest of vigilance. The thief was stronger than me. Clarifying the control between what can and cannot be done helped the philosopher feel more at ease and effectively reduced stress immediately. In the same story about Epictetus losing his lamp mentioned above, he quickly reduces stress by not blaming the thief, representing the undesirable aspects of life. But the philosopher also does not condone this wrongful act. Instead, he rationalizes its cause and forgives. Similarly, Christianity teaches that hate the sin, not the sinner. Epictetus concludes that the thief had to exchange the lamp at the price of becoming a thief, breaking faith, or becoming a brute. Therefore, a lamp is too low a price. The ancient Greeks had the concept of amathia, ignorance, to explain wrong actions stemming from a lack of proper understanding. Understanding this concept, the philosopher sees the thief's bad deed as a mistake, thereby empathizing and helping if possible, instead of condemning him as a bad person. Seneca, a philosopher from the Stoic school, once shared his secret to reducing stress in a letter to a friend. Take a deep breath and walk around when you first feel uncontrollable anger rising, which he described as a kind of temporary madness. He also shared that regular physical exercise is very beneficial for stress reduction, even in old age, as it not only keeps the body slim but also soothes the mind. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus also advised their students to remember simple, concise phrases in their heads and to chant these when needing to reduce stress, such as repeatedly saying endure or not endure. It's remarkable that thousands of years later, psychology experts have come to the same conclusions through structured scientific stress reduction research. The American Psychological Association, APA, recommends that those looking to reduce stress should practice a series of relaxation techniques including deep breathing from the diaphragm, not the chest, combined with a few simple and meaningful phrases. You can also imagine a scene that makes you feel peaceful or satisfied and perform some light exercises, like yoga, to reduce stress. Once again, we must be amazed at how ancient wisdom and modern science in stress reduction share such similar viewpoints. Experts from the American Psychological Association, as well as Stoic philosophers, advise that another important stress reduction method is not to be too harsh on ourselves, because we can't solve everything. The stress reduction methods from ancient to modern times encourage us to, instead of focusing on finding solutions, calmly assess the entire situation and try to handle it to the best of our ability. We should strive our best for our goals. However, whether we actually succeed or not is not within our control, as it depends on many other factors beyond our own will. Epictetus once humorously said to reduce stress, "If I must die immediately, then I am ready. If not, then I will go to dinner, because it is dinner time already." Modern psychologists like Bill Irvine respond to criticisms with a joke. "Oh, you think the essay I wrote was fundamentally off topic? That's because you haven't read the one my mother wrote." However, the APA also advises us to use humor wisely, to reduce stress. We should not mock ourselves, or worse, others, in the face of our problems, nor should we cross the fine line between humor and sarcasm. Arrogant and contemptuous reactions like sarcasm are rarely effective and certainly do not help in reducing stress but rather contribute to increasing tension. Stoic philosophers make a clear distinction between two concepts: solitude, being alone, and isolation, having no support. This is very important in dialoguing with oneself and reducing stress. Epictetus believed that there is nothing pessimistic about feeling lonely, as it is a factual nature of life. Each person is an independent individual. A person is not isolated just because they are alone, just as not everyone in a crowd necessarily feels connected. Since the nature of each person is to be solitary, we have no reason to be ashamed of our solitude to a certain extent. Accept this solitude and learn to communicate with yourself to overcome and recover. You may be alone during some difficult stages of life, but that does not mean you are powerless in reducing stress and solving life situations. In life, no one can predict risks. I hope that these ancient Stoic methods can help you somewhat reduce stress amid modern life. Strive for better emotional balance to enjoy the finer values of life more, my friend. As we conclude our exploration of the 12 Stoic lessons to control our emotions, I invite you to reflect on how these timeless principles can be woven into the fabric of your daily life. Stoicism is not just a philosophy to be studied, it is a practice to be lived. Challenge yourself to apply these lessons when faced with adversity, and observe how they transform your perspective and bring tranquility to your mind. If you find this video interesting and useful, please share it with your friends and loved ones. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos.